Good morning. It is 9:08 a.m. on Saturday, right? Yeah. September 11th, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. Feeling a little sort of disoriented still today. I got up to let Rocket out and then went back to bed, but I have something to do in a bit, so I needed to not sleep until 11 or something. And so I set an alarm for myself, but that alarm woke me up right in the middle of a dream, and I'm still feeling kind of spaced out. Not only was it a dream, but it was a dream in which what I was doing in the dream was specifically reminding myself to be on the lookout for things that are impossible because they're signs that I'm dreaming. So it's a little bit like, I'd been thinking about dreams a little bit recently on the basis of rewatching Inception, which is still pretty good. I think that one of the things about Inception that is a little unusual, I think, is that it is a very well constructed, tight little script doing a very specific thing that is not easy to adapt to other movies. So it's a very like big blockbuster hit. A lot of people think it's very cool, but it's actually harder to emulate than some movies are. Like for example, The Matrix is a movie that a million people tried to make copies of. Inception is harder to do that with because its pleasures are difficult to replicate. I do think that it's one of, I don't know. Christopher Nolan, I have some ambivalent feelings about generally. I think he's really great at some things and less great at other things, but he's sure made a couple of movies that I like an awful lot. Anyway, yeah, so being not only in a dream state, which is the deeper part of sleep, is disorienting when you wake up. But when the dream was specifically about, I might be dreaming right now, is this a dream? Better watch out for things that can only happen in a dream because if they are happening, it might be evidence that I'm a dream. And so now to wake up and to feel slightly disoriented, all just feels a little bit of a piece. In any case, so I'm fairly confident that I'm awake now, but you know that's the thing. It's in a dream you don't question it, which I think is fascinating. Just how our brains process in dreams, because of course lots of things happen that would be extremely disorienting if they happened while we're awake. But in a dream, you just kind of roll with it. Like, even when something feels strange, you're just kind of like, oh, that was weird. I guess I'm in a different place now. Or you don't, maybe sometimes you don't even, it doesn't even occur to you that it's like, well, you're in your childhood home, but then when you go into the bedroom, it's actually the bedroom from a different house, hundreds of miles away, but you just don't question it. Or, at most you might say, that's weird. But then otherwise it doesn't bother you that much. I think that's fascinating. So today is the 20th anniversary of, September 11th, 2001. I mean, lots of other people are talking about that. I'm not sure that I have much to contribute to that discussion, um, other than to say that it is certainly one of those historical events that was not only a big deal at the time, but obviously changed. It's an inflection point in history. Yeah. Um, but it's one of those things too about how it's kind of oversized in some ways in its impact to history just because it was so like acute, so to speak. Um, I don't know. I'm not sure I want to even get into it. Like I said, I'm not going to contribute anything novel to that discussion, really. What I am looking forward to, though, is I am playing in second session of a game of Masks today. Looking forward to that. And then later tonight, we're going to play a little bit more Ironsworn Starforged, and that was a lot of fun. We set up the world last time, but this time we're going to be joined by 2 more characters, and we're going to actually do some adventuring. It's going to be great. And yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, I'll just leave it here, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes. Be on the lookout to make sure you're not dreaming. You know, if impossible things are happening, maybe it is a dream. Wake up! I've literally done this joke before on these videos.